Hello everybody, welcome back to this next video, and today we're going to look at the Drake Navy issue as an alpha character pulling 8 to 900 DPS. I'll see you in a mo. Hello everybody, welcome back to this next video. So, we were doing the solo PvP video in the Drake, and I wanted to come out with this and do some old school ratting with it. Now, the Drake is one of the first ships that I ever used when I was ratting with, I don't know if he's still around much anymore, 001, who taught me how to fly a Drake. I've not seen him for a very long time, but if you are around, I hope you're doing well, buddy. He was a big part of my first early days in the EVE community, and I was known as Marco the Rifter, which was pretty cool. There's a big story about that, but we'll save that for another day. Anyway, this is the Drake Navy issue, and it is flyable as an alpha character. Just to confirm, oops, wrong thing. Just to confirm, so we have the Drake Navy issue with the Warp Convergence skin on it, and yes, you can fly it as an alpha character. There are some skills that you will need to train if it shows up the requirements tab just there. Now, I have made things a little bit easy for you. So there's two things. One, I haven't really done much with skill plans just recently. It's a new feature that came in and I've not really explored it, but it's super handy, and this is going to help everybody out who's coming to the video to look for an alpha fitting. So what I have done, if you go into your chat window, you click this little plus sign here and it'll open up a new channel window. I want you to type in there Eaglefirefly Gaming in here, Eaglefirefly space gaming, and click join. That will join you into the community channel, in-game channel, and in here I've put Drake Navy skill plan, and you can click it, and once you click it, it will open up the skill plan. It shows everything completed for me, but for you it won't. So show skill plan, hide untrained skills. So here we are with all the skills that are needed to fly this Drake. Now this is a minimum skill set for flying it, okay, and it will fit as an alpha character. You're going to have to be very disciplined, so it would be ideal to start a fresh character and train the skills up this way initially to get into the Drake. There are some other core skills that you will need, but this will get you into the Drake Navy issue with Tech 2 launchers. So we're just going to have a quick look at the fitting. I'm also going to copy and paste this skill plan into the description box. Now, how to load that in. So I've just found this out by Rane. If you click, you basically drag, if you go into the description and you drag the skills that are in there, click this little check mark up here, and then click add skills list in clipboard, and then that will then dump all the skills that you've copied and pasted. But the easiest way to do it would be to click this link here. Alright, so we're going to have a look at the fit. So I'll open the fitting window up. Now, obviously as an alpha character, you need to ignore this module. Turn that off, ignore that one. So it gives you a little bit more CPU so you can fit a micro warp drive. So, this is a passive regen fit. So basically what will happen is the resistances get built up in the ship, and then the tank will fall off in the shield window, and then as you get to 30% shields it will self-recharge. So there's no active the only active part of it is the shield hardeners here, but they don't use much cap, so it's cap stable. This is with a 10mm micropellant afterburner, just a Tech 1. We can upgrade that to a Tech 2 to make it faster, and we can also add on a micro warp drive to make it faster again. But if you have a micro warp drive, it's not cap stable, but for speed it's probably best that you add a micro warp drive. But because I have this shield command burst up here which helps the tank again, I use an afterburner. Okay, so in the highs we've got a full set of Rage Heavy Assault missile launchers. And then we've got Rage and Javelin loaded. Now there'll be another guide which will go through the different missile types, so stick around and we'll go through that. These rigs here, you've got one medium core defense field extender and 2 field purgers. You'll need to change those to a Tech 1. You can use a Tech 2, but it's going to be quite expensive. But if you've got the ISK, then you can do it. This whole fit is probably less than 300 million. Okay, so it's a decent fit. You can use a normal Drake, which is a lot cheaper, a hell of a lot cheaper, and very similar DPS. Now, the good thing with this is with the range, obviously we're going to simulate with the guidance computer. You've got 30 kilometers range with Rage, and then about 55 kilometers with Javelin, and then probably the same again and a bit more with faction ammo loaded. You might want to use faction ammo. It's completely up to you, a preference with Tech 2 launchers. In level 2 and 3, 3 is probably more attuned to needing Tech 2 ammo, but faction ammo is more expensive. Just bear that in mind. So if you can afford it, you can use faction ammo. Okay, so then we've got a large shield extender, 2 multi-spectrum shield hardeners active. Then we've talked about the afterburner, and this module here is a kinetic shield amplifier. Now this can be changed out for whichever damage type that you need to tank against. So each NPC has a different type of damage type. If you can fit that out to increase your buffer tank compared to counteract what you are up against. Then we've got the guidance computer, which we've just discussed. That basically has 2 scripts. One for range and one for precision. If things are getting a bit tight with the frigates, you can load a precision script which basically changes the explosion velocity of the missiles and some complex stuff, but basically what it means is it applies better to smaller signature radiuses ships. Okay. Then we've got the 3 damage mods down below and a damage control module. You can change this out for a shield recharger, and that will increase your passive recharge rate, but I like to have that little bit of a buffer there just in case. Alright, so it's a nice little ship. This 926 DPS is a little bit high for what you will get. You should get between 7 and 850 DPS. Additionally, we've got some light drones in here. You won't be able to fit all of these as an alpha character. You'll need to choose one. So you'll need to train one of these skill sets for the Tech 2 drones. Alright, so that's pretty much it from a fitting perspective. We will open up at this level 2 and then we'll go flying, because I think this is going to be tuned to more alpha players that are fairly new. So we're just going to undock. So we'll just do a little bit of a mini crash course in missiles while we're travelling. So come into this chat channel, because you can click the skill plan and load things in a lot easier. So it will be a lot quicker and a lot easier for you. Okay, so the Drake. The Drake is a cool ship. I remember back in the days, when in my FCON days, we used to fly the Drake all the time, and it was one of the main doctrine ships, like a school of fish, or the cardboard ship, we used to call it, because it looks like a cardboard cutout, but it's such a cool ship. Okay, very well known for running missions. It can run level 4 missions no problem. So looking at missiles, so in this we're going to be using heavy assault missiles. So they are like basically your torpedoes and your battleships. And obviously you've got your different damage types: Inferno, Molnar, Nova and Scourge. Okay, so the 4 damage types. So we've got kinetic, explosive, EM or electronic damage, and then heat. Now in Garista space there's a little bit of a tip. So if you click this button up here and read the details, it will tell you who you're up against. So this symbol down here will tell you who you're up against. So we're actually up against, I think it's Blood Raiders. Now Blood Raiders are known for neuting and e-warfare, and I think it's Inferno damage type that you deal. So we'll show that in a second. So always make sure you've got your hardeners turned on, and you can keep your missile range script loaded all the time. Okay, so there's no acceleration gate, so we're here straight away. So the mission is, we need to get some crates of silicate glass in your hold, and we need to do that by... It's been a long time since I've done a level 2 mission. Beautiful though, look at that shadow. That's an awesome shadow effect. Like it. So we're just going to have a look at the mission. So the following objectives must be completed. So we need to acquire these goods. Retrieve the cargo from the warehouse and bring it to your agent. There's the warehouse. So we're just going to approach. Now if you did have a micro warp drive, you would be in and out, no problem. Because you do 3 times the speed. So this is probably just going to be a little bit of a slog, but you'll see how much damage that the Drake can take, because it won't even sniff at this. So missiles, heavy assault missiles, you've got 2 types. You've got Rage and you've got Javelin. Rage, basically what Rage does is it has a shorter range. Somebody showed me how to do this. Shift. Yes, shift. There we go. So Rage heavy assault missiles have a larger explosion radius, which means that when they explode in a bigger explosion bubble at a slower speed. So what that means is that if a ship is travelling fast, the damage will be applied a lot less, if you like. With Javelin you get a longer range, the explosion velocity is a lot faster, and the radius is a lot smaller, so that if you are being attacked by smaller ships, if you're attacking smaller ships, it will apply a lot easier. So we're just going to open this, drop that in, and that will be it, and then we're going to get out. Job done. We can try and pop some of these on the way out, because we're probably going to bump the tower anyway. And then we can show you what the damage is like. So this will one-shot into the problem. So we can get some bounty while we're in here. He says. He says. There we go, we're out anyway. Alright, so I hope that's give you a bit of an insight into the Drake Navy issue. So hit me up on the community channel and I can help you out if need be. So as always, thank you for watching and I shall see you soon.